Hi, I'm Professor Stephanie, and for this video we're going to look at drawing one-point perspective boxes. And there are a few key ingredients that you can see right here that I've already drawn. We've got our horizon line, which is a horizontal line. On that line I have a dot, which is going to represent our vanishing point. Only one-point perspective. Now the key thing that I'd like for you to remember when drawing a one-point perspective box is that you need a flat front to start with. So I have already given myself some guides for a flat front box shape. Notice I'm using my dots as a place to start, and I'm going from one dot to the next. So there's our flat front that represents the front of the box. All right, to get the two sides, you'll see we're going to use our vanishing point. We're going from this point to the vanishing point, and I'm going to know that I'm going to stop right about here. That's the back of the box. Let's do this over on the right side. And then I'm going to connect this with a parallel line to the front of the box. Excellent. Okay, so that basically is a one-point perspective box with the perspective point right behind the center of it. Let's take a look at doing another one here on the right hand side. We're going to start with that flat front again, using my guides, practicing going from one point to the next point. This time I want to show you how we're going to get our sides by using my triangle to help with a straight edge. I'm going to go from the vanishing point to the corner of the box. I'm going to do that here also. So you can see we're getting the top guidelines here. I'm also going to add the left-hand side. In a one-point perspective, we'll see different parts of the box with respect to what position it's with the vanishing point. Notice I've got my T-square here that I'm going to use to help me finish this off. That gives me a good parallel line. I can also move my T-square up and down this way. Excuse me. Those are my guide lines. I can then come back in with my marker and connect these together. Excellent. Now I also want to show you the whole box. You know, we haven't seen the back of the box, so if we were to say this was a transparent box, I'm going to get a few key lines here. One is a parallel line from the front horizontal. The other is the vertical line going from this corner point right there. Look at that, how that connects. Now we have here's our front of the box. Here's the back of the box. Awesome. And then look, we can connect again with that vanishing point. Look what's going to happen. I'm going to skip here and go from just corner to corner. Excellent. One more time. This time let's look at a box that's above the vanishing line. Starting again with the flat front. I'm going to use my triangle, always back to the vanishing point. And I know I'm going to stop here, so I'm just going to do that. Look what can happen here. And I can go over here for the bottom of the box. I'm just going to stop. I kind of estimated where that might stop. I might have to connect it a little bit better. Up, over. Okay. Here are my perspective lines. Here's my parallel lines. And let's show the inside of this box this time. So I'm going to give myself a couple of cues, starting with, I know there's going to be a corner here. Let's see what happens when I connect this corner to there. I'm going to connect this corner to here. Didn't quite have that right the first time around. You can see and yet there's the inside of our box. Still using three kinds of lines. a horizontal line, a vertical line, and a perspective line. I'm going to put some value in here. Sometimes it's fun to play around a little bit. Great. So our 1-point perspective box starts with a flat front. We're using a single vanishing point. We're using perspective lines and creating our box with our perspective point. Thank you, and enjoy making your own 1-point perspective boxes.